I don't reach out to people, people don't reach out to me. Yeah, that does not feel good. What happened to the birds then? Well, what's up, Seashells? It's Shelby and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is I don't even know. I don't even know. I have no explanation as to what this video will be. So just sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, your dinner, whatever it is, and just watch the damn video. Doing sit down videos is just so awkward for me because I just never know how to start it. It either starts very abrupt or it's too... Oh now, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gregory. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Although I am gonna say that. Hi, my name is Shelby. And if you're watching this, you are now a potential seashell. The only thing that's left for you to do to make that official is click the subscribe and then you'll become an official seashell. Okay? This is a rant session. This is a venting session. Really and truly, I scammed you all. This is not really a Q&A. I just want to talk my shit. I've been in a bit of a funk and I think it's because I'm PMSing. Actually, I don't think it's because I'm PMSing. I know it's because I'm PMSing. Whenever I'm PMSing, I overthink and there's just so much on my mind and so much on my chest that I have to get off. And I decided that I just don't want to sit down in front of the camera and just chat without doing something. So obviously, I'm gonna do my makeup for no reason. Maybe by the time I'm done with this, I might take myself on a solo date or something because I can't just look so good and then not go anywhere, you know, and just waste the face. You know what I mean with this? So yeah, not really looking forward to spending any money on a solo date, but at this point, I think I need it. First things first, let me brush this hair out of my face, and then I'm going to moisturize. You must be wondering, oh my god, Shelby, what is your problem? What is the issue this time? I don't really have an issue per se. It's just me and my feelings. And my moisturizer is basically finished, so I need to re-up. My skin is also doing something very weird. It's like I have some hole in my cheek over here, so cannot be the same girl that was just showing you guys a skincare routine and now I'm having skin issues? No. Ridiculous. I need to actually pay attention to my skin because I have been actually neglecting it for a while. That skincare routine that I do it when I feel like my skin is acting up. I don't do it every day and I should do it every day. Yeah, I blame myself. I called daddy earlier and he could just tell that something is wrong with me. Like, the one thing about my father, he doesn't have to see me. He will just say something to me and he'll literally be asking me, you alright, you know, what you doing today and whatever. I'll be like, oh, nothing, I'm just here. And he's like, you sound stressed. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I sound stressed. Even when I thought that I put on my chirpiest voice, I sound stressed. You know me too well. Yeah, I'm multitasking, so that even make this worse, right? What? Don't cry. I need everything and everybody to just not piss me off right now. Yeah, I think as of recently, I've been just feeling a little bit down. I'm trying to be, well, as I say, or as I keep saying in my previous vlogs or whenever I do these go sit down videos, or I do think that I'm very self-aware. I don't know if I'm feeling lonely or abandoned or if it's just that stage of adulting. If you see me get teary-eyed, just mind your business. I'm trying to process my emotions and I just need to talk. I just need to get it out because I don't think anybody really understands. Quite frankly, I don't really talk to people anymore. Like I don't even vent to people anymore. I don't really open up to people anymore. But I think adulting has finally gotten to me. It has to be something else because just put moisturizer on. I will not cry. I will not be seen crying on camera either. So suck those tears back up and let's go again. Whoa, I really am PMSing. You guys are literally seeing this in real time. What it's like when Shelby is at the beginning of her PMS phase. I am very emotional. I'm already an emotional person on a day-to-day basis, so imagine that times 100. I don't know if it's the adulting that's causing all of this or if people are just shitty, or maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe I am naive. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I am the problem. I overextend myself way too much. Too thoughtful, too caring. Literally been testing a theory. Every once in a while I test this theory, and unfortunately every single time it turns out the way I didn't want it to go. I don't reach out to people. People don't reach out to me. You know why I know I'm not delusional? Because you guys see it. Sometimes you guys comment some things and I'm like, wow, if y'all can clock that, then this is true. I am always there for people I'm gonna consider my friends, or even people that I don't freaking consider my friends like that. I go above and beyond for them, and I just can't get that in return. I probably complain about this a lot, but I just can't understand why human beings are so self-absorbed, so self-centered. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think people are just so entitled as well. I reach a stage where, as much as I would love to confront people about what they do, I realize that that doesn't work. Because whenever me confront people about their behavior, all of a sudden may I be unreasonable, or may I be harsh, or whatever, when I've given so many chances for you to fix this. I have probably mentioned whatever you're doing so many times, but yet still you take it for granted. And when I finally flip up, because when I explode people, I explode, and nice, you will think I'm the biggest bitch in the world, to be very honest, if you really get on my wrong side. And I don't like getting there, which is why I confront people. I'm gonna tell them, say, hey, you did this, I feel X way about it. Hey, you know, so really and truly, you never have to do that still, but very. And if you want to vex with me, you vex with me. Or if you say something to me, I'm a vex with you. Yeah, I go vex with you, but I'm also looking to myself. If you are my friend, you know that a lot of times when situations happen, I will look into myself and say, you know, some really shouldn't have probably still, or probably we did overreact, and I will apologize. It might take a lot out of me, but I'll apologize. It's just so sad to say that this is the year that I just realized a lot of things, and a lot of people are just not for me, and it hurts. Hurts. I'm there for people in ways that I just realized they will never be there for me in that way, because to be honest, I'm just not that important to them. Yeah, that does not feel good. After I finish, explaining all of this, I'm also going to touch on another point. Sometimes when always say it to me in my comments, say, how come you did all of this, but I never see people doing the same thing for you, and I'm just ignore it or clock it. But what am I gonna say about it? Like, sometimes I'm just like you guys, giving other people the benefit of the doubt, or just waiting around to see what will happen, or what's the real tea. But yeah, a lot of times y'all be right, and it's just a reason why we just don't want more friend. We don't want no more friend. I already basically said all of this earlier in the year. You see that video that I dropped? I think it was my second or third video that I dropped in the year, when I was like, so here's what happened, I explained a lot of things in that video that flew over so many of y'all head. If you want to listen carefully in that video, I answered all of you guys' questions. Like, a lot of them have some questions where I'm just like, I already debunked these things. I already answered these questions. I already touched on these topics. As it relates to, me overextending myself and feeling like I don't get the same, reciprocity. I also feel like adulting is playing a part in everybody's lives. I don't have those types of friends anymore that do the same thing as me. But kind of just come to the realization, I don't have a friend that does solely content creation, or mostly content creation. I have friends that are literally doing their 9-to-5s. Them have them own business, whether them do hair, nails, lashes, wax, whatever, whether they're in social media where them have to go to live coverage, or them do social media marketing, and they physically have to go out and do them work. I don't have anybody that is like me, that doesn't really have those types of obligations. Whereas I have work to do, yes, I used to have people that I could do those types of things with, and I don't anymore. And I just realized that everybody has their own shit going on. So that's why I said earlier that I might contradict myself a little when I say, I don't feel like people are showing up for me like how I show up for them. I also, like I said, very self-aware. I try to think that it's because I'm not busy enough. I also have to try to tell myself that, other people are trying to get their lives in order. Some people like to say, oh, if you have to say that you're a good person, then you're not a good person. I'm a good person! I'm a whiz. But overall, I think I'm a good person. I just don't get it. I don't understand why people's communication is so bad. I don't understand what is so hard in just simply say, hey, I'm going through something right now. Like, I really wish I could express exactly how I feel on this camera without people getting offended. And I have to refrain from saying certain things. And the thing is, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just trying to say what I feel. I feel away. I've been feeling away about everything and everybody, and you know, sometimes you just reach some stage there, in the month, they're just like, yo, fuck everybody, may I cut off everybody can go to hell. That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, everybody can just go to hell. Anytime anything good happens for anybody, me, I'm one of the first people for bing-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Congratulations. What are we doing to celebrate? You know, like, I am that friend. Like, anything I need help with, probably not monetary wise or financially, because I don't have it, I will help you in other ways. Like, I am going to volunteer my help a lot. Why nobody don't like do that for me? A lot of times people only link me when they want help with something, not because they really want to see me or nothing like that. Sometimes people will do the worst. I'm always say, yo, I'm done with people. I'm not ever help nobody again. I'm never gonna do this again. But it's just not in my character. Like, it's just in me to be helpful. It is in me to go above and beyond for people, and it is, I don't know, I feel like it's a bad thing now. Like, I don't think it's a good thing anymore, at least not for me. It's benefiting everybody else but me. I always feel drained after a while because I just feel like I'm getting used for what I can offer. So I said back in my So What Happened video where I said that I am being a little more selfish, or a lot more selfish, where I tell people no, or okay, you never dare check up on me, I'm not check up on you either. I've just been giving back the energy that I have been receiving, and I don't know, and I still can't give back that type of energy properly because I'm still doing the most for people. I'm too enough. And from the other day, like, a lot of times my father would call me and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm home. And he's like, oh, you're not going anywhere today, or you're not doing anything today? And I'm like, no. And he's like, why? And I'm like, well, really and truly, I'm just trying to learn how to stay by myself, be okay with being by myself all the time. You know, nobody wants to be alone all the time. Or maybe this is trauma. Maybe just maybe this is trauma because I grew up as an only child. Maybe it's finally haunting me that, you know, I never really had people around when I was younger, so maybe that's why I sometimes like when people are around me. Not necessarily to talk to me because we can't take a chatting. Like, sometimes you can just be there and just be silent. Or, you know, and all the time really like people in the same room as me either. Like, you can go in one next room, but I'm not say there. I don't know. Am I contradicting myself? I feel like I'm contradicting myself. Like, I feel like I'm just a chatter. Alright, I think I'm rambling a little bit too much. So that Q&A that I was talking about that I got a couple months ago, I'm gonna answer some questions from that because I did save the questions. Where is my beauty blender? Or do I want to use a brush? Actually, I want to use a beauty blender just to see how it will turn out, because I don't really use beauty blenders when I'm doing my makeup these days. I just use brushes, but I just want to see what it's like to use a beauty blender again. So yeah, first question. There's a lot of the same question. What happened to the entrepreneur series? So I took a break in doing that because, as you guys know, well, I finally moved. Where I was staying before, I didn't have the space to keep the stock. I never want to put it on nobody yard and inconvenience nobody, because you know how people stay with them space. So I decided that I was just gonna take a break and just take a break from the entrepreneur series. I'm gonna start it back when I get, you know, some new stock and stuff, but as for now, dead it. Hardest lesson you had to learn: stop expecting you in other people. I think I've said this a lot of times on my channel, but it's clearly not embedded into my brain enough because I still keep getting hurt by the same shit. Stop expecting you, or stop looking for yourself in other people. The way you treat people is not necessarily how you will be treated. even when God said, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you, it still may not happen. But I should do it anyway, right? I guess. Are you close to meeting any of your future goals? It's probably been like a month and a half since that question was asked. And I would say yes, because one was the apartment, and I got that after asking this. So yeah, I got that, and some other future goals, yes. But I will not talk about those just yet. So the answer is just yes. What's the one thing that keeps holding you back, and how do you stay motivated to overcome it? Fear. The fear of looking stupid is holding me back. Lots of things that I will see other people doing, I'm just like, I wanted to do that. Why didn't I do that? And sometimes we have more qualifications or more experience, and it's like, you know what? It's because I wasn't brave enough. And kudos to the people that were brave enough to do certain things that I couldn't. So I would say that's the number one thing. Motivation, I don't have any. I have no motivation to do anything. The only motivation is for me to be able to pay my rent and pay my bills. And that's not even motivating enough. That's not motivated enough. Oh, I mean, and also the fact that, you know, I would love to make my dad proud. So yeah, that's about it. What do you do when you feel depressed or just not in the mood for anything or anyone around you? My God, I think this is probably the worst day I chose to answer these questions, because I am currently, you know, feeling that type of way and not motivated to do anything. I have stopped and started this video so many times just because I am literally here wondering, like, should I even finish this video? Like, I don't even want to do this video right now because I'm in my feelings and I feel like I'm rambling. I feel like I'm all over the place, and yeah, I low-key just feel like washing off this makeup and going to bed. But I also told myself this year that I wanted to be more disciplined. You know, I wanted to have more discipline, because I'm not a very disciplined person at all. It's me trying to tell myself that I can do something and that I'm capable of doing something, which is why I do it. Not because I want to, just because I want to prove to myself that I can. So yeah, that's what keeps me motivated. It's like a competition. I'm in competition with myself. What happened to the bird stem? Well, the bird stem channel, I mean, I think the channel itself still exists. As for the videos, it kind of just never made sense anymore because it just wasn't working out. So yeah, that's it, that's all. How do I go about becoming a content creator and staying motivated to put forth content? That's a really, really good question. Now the answer to that is, if you don't have a true love for content creation, then you're gonna have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time doing it. It's actually something I love to do. So really and truly, that's kind of why I get up and do it. And this is why it has been working for me. And it just so happened that it was a hobby that turned into a job. It's not really good to do that, but sometimes it can work out in your favor, that it'll make you money. And bills needing to be paid is what motivates me to keep going. Sometimes I just want to lay in my bed and do nothing. But also another thing is, like I said, I'm kind of in competition with myself. So a lot of times I will put out content and then my next thought is, how can I make it better? What can I do next? Or what kind of cool edit can I do next that will level up my content? What kind of music or what kind of music subscription or something can I invest in? Just me being in competition with myself and trying to level up the content so you guys will be entertained. So that's what keeps me motivated, my love for doing it, and pay my bills. You plan to get more piercings? I want to, but nah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Advice on keeping your relationship private but not secret. If you're a social media person, posty person, post chicken pots. Post chicken pots. If you don't want to publicize that, it's nobody's business. If you want to post chicken pots from now to whenever I want to decide for either get married or left, then do that. What has been your favorite event of 2024 thus far? event. Event. I'd say Republic Beach. Republic Beach. I had a time at Republic Beach. Republic Beach is always just that girl. That's way too bright. I probably didn't need to put that much concealer. Are you living in an answered prayer currently? If so, what is that? Y'all know the biggest one, the new apartment. I told myself from the beginning of the year that if I do not get a new apartment by the end of the year, I am going back to Portland. And I was so serious. I meant that with every fiber in me, that I was just going to pack my stuff and go back home. Kingston was draining me. Kingston was really that place was draining me really bad. And I just tell myself, so listen, if I cannot find it in myself to get out, then I make no sense to stay at Kingston. But I can save my money, I can go back on my yard and save my money. I never want to live with nobody. Some people kept asking me, oh, why don't you move in with your boyfriend? You don't think if I wanted to do that, I would have done that? I've never lived by myself since I moved to Kingston, right? I wanted the opportunity to be by myself. Honestly, those are all the questions I'm going to answer because the rest of them kind of a little bit too personal, you know? So I'm not gonna get into that. I low-key feel like I don't know how to do my face anymore. I got a routine down properly in like May, June of this year, and I lost it. I lost it. I think I perfected a soft glam look on myself, and I have not been able to recreate it since. And it's making me sad. Obviously my face do, but it's not like beat. It's not beat, and I hate it because I want the face to be beat. I don't want to look like, oh, it's a natural look. I don't want a natural look. I want my face to look like it's beat. Right now already, I don't even look like I have makeup on for real. This is a joke. This is a joke. This video is a joke. This is probably the worst my makeup has ever looked. Well, it's a good thing I'm going to wipe this off really soon, and I'm actually not going anywhere, so I don't have to be too embarrassed about how it looks. I love that for me. Hey guys, honestly, this was really a nothing video. I just came to rant. I came to vent. I don't even think I'm gonna post it, and if I do post it, then shit, kudos to me, cause did not expect that. Like, it might look good on camera, but in real life it looks atrocious. Like this is not cute. And I feel like I'm wasting my products doing this. I'm going to use my all-nighter spray because I don't like it, so might as well use this. You know what I think it is? I think my makeup brushes need to be washed. I think that's the problem, because ain't no way I used to do this same technique back in June and it was perfect. Something is wrong, and I think it's my makeup brushes. They need to be washed. Do I need to change my brow shape? Like, do I need bolder brows to give that look that I'm looking for? Where are we going? We are not going anywhere. I sat down and did a grwm. I think I need eyeliner. Give me a sec. Give me a sec! Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. I feel like that was a whole bunch of nothing. It really was a lot of yapping. Less about a Q&A and more just about me venting, like I said. At this point, I don't even think it's a video that I really want anybody to relate to or think that anybody can relate to. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. I don't know. Like I said, I did this for me. Get this off my chest. And it still wasn't half of what I wanted to say either. But I just chat too much. Honestly, we just chat too much. And it's okay. Sometimes you have to have those people in life that just chat too much. If everybody was silent, nobody would be special. You know, you wouldn't have special people who just chat enough. Like me. So I thank God for my chatterbox mouth and my bag of emotions. Because without them, you wouldn't have AndImShelby, and that's on period. This is what the makeup looked like. I had on lashes and I took them off. This is probably like 2 or 3 hours later, to be honest. I finished editing the video and everything. But yeah, if you enjoyed my yapping, you enjoyed my little rant session, I appreciate you for letting me bust your ears, because that was truly a bust ears, a full bust ears of nothing. Comment a yellow heart down below if you've gotten this far, and if you enjoyed this video, and even if you never enjoyed it, I don't care. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, because if you already subscribed, you will be seeing me again in the next video. And if you haven't subscribed, you will be seeing me in a recommended one day, so it doesn't even matter. You see what we can chat? This may talk about, like, me just chat too much later.